Hoy ahoy crew. Let's go over costume enchantment stones. So, costume enchantment stones are enchantments that you put into your costumes. It's pretty simple enough in itself, but I'm going to explain how to obtain them, how to use them, um, and a bunch of little things like that. So, first, when you want to put a costume enchantment stone onto your costume, it works the exact same way that a card works. You need the costume in your inventory, and you simply double click it like you would a card, choose the equipment, and your screen refreshes, and it's enchanted. Done. Easy peasy. And that's all there is to applying enchantment stones. Now, if we go back to this, there are a lot of different stones. There are class stones and non-class stones. Um, Generally, you want to start to figure out what costume stones you want. You start with your garment stone. Your usually the class garment stone. So I'm a sorcerer, so I use the sorcerer garment stone. And there's two from I think most of the classes all have two. There probably will be three or something in the future. But basically, you take a look at the two garment stones. So you have the first one here, which gives me psychic wave damage, and then there's a bunch of combos. The second stone gives me diamond dust damage. I'm a diamond dust build, so diamond dust is the stone I want, so I get sorcerer stone too, which I have in my garment already. And then for your upper, middle, and lower, you don't always use the class stones. It depends on the bonus it gives. And then if you don't use a class stone in upper, middle, or lower, you would use a regular non-class stone. So we look at the combos to see what gives us the effects we want. If I equip the top Professor Stone, or top Professor Stone 2, with the Garment Stone, I get 10% Diamond Dust damage. That's good, I want that one. With Professor Stone 2 Middle, it gives Earthgrave damage, which I don't care about, so I'm not going to get that. And then Professor Stone 2 Bottom gives Veritor Spear cooldown, which I also don't care about, so I only want the top Professor Stone. And which I already have it, right here. Perfect. This stone doesn't give good effects, it's just kind of garbage there. But the combo effects give me skill damage, and that's good, and I want that. Now, for the middle and lower, since I'm not using the class stones, I'm going to use the common enchantment stones. There's basic ones like Dex +1, Strength +1. Those are all trash. You probably will never use those. The good ones are stuff like the critical stone that gives you crit damage. The experience stones, those are good too. When leveling characters, there's the ranged stones, which give range damage. There's one for magic, and there's one for melee. And there's also extra garment stones, like a garment stone that gives fixed cast reduction, which is really good. That's used on some classes too. There's delay after skill, which I don't know how often those ones are used, but I guess if you need it, it's there. But mainly the damage ones, the melee ranged, all property magic, and the crit damage. And maybe also like the variable cast time stone, perhaps. So there's a lot of those stones. And those stones, to help you decide on which stones to use, there's also a second garment stone you can use. These are called dual enchantment stones. Since you have your main, usually class stone, and then you can also have a dual stone on your garment. Only the garment at the moment can be enchanted with two costume stones. So the dual is like your second garment stone, and these all have combos, and which is why a lot of the common stones are used in the first place. So there's an attack speed one. It gives you attack speed. There's a fixed cast time one, which combos with the minor casting stone in the garment. So you need to combo that to get the best effect out of this. Variable casting, which gives variable cast time. There's leeching, and there's melee, range, and magic stone. So melee gives melee damage, and it combos with the upper, lower, and middle melee stones, giving you extra melee damage, and those also give melee damage on their own. So you end up getting any of those combos, the middle or the stone plus the combo gives you 5% in total. So if I comboed this with all 3 pieces, I would get 19% melee damage, which is quite a bit. So I think what you usually do is you find your class stone. Like I have the garment, my source stone. And then upper, I'm using the combo for that skill damage. In the middle and lower, I'm going to combo those with the magic power dual stone to get extra all property magic damage. So my garment is going to be the magic power dual, and then my middle and lower are going to be magic power middle and lower. That way I get the most damage possible out of my stones. And that's it for like kind of helping decide which stones you should get, as well as how to apply them and all that. But now, where do they come from? So the regular common enchant stones you can get from world boss boxes. I think also MVP ladder, which I don't really know what that is, but MVP ladder is a way to get them from what the wiki says. You can also disenchant costumes. I'm not sure if this panda is disenchantable, but you go into special boxes, buy, scroll down to find costume dismantle box. We'll buy that. Double click this. Yeah, I can't disenchant those costumes. Some costumes, usually ones that are dropped by regular monsters, can be dismantled into costume boxes. All right, so I can dismantle this costume here because I don't really want it. Click make, and it makes you one enchantment stone box. And you open it, you get a random stone. I got range lower, which is actually pretty good. It's probably the best stone I've gotten so far. And now I have that stone. So that's, I think, the main way I've been collecting common enchant stones. And those ones are kind of easy to get. Dual enchantment stones are much more difficult to get. You get them either through Fortessa Dungeon, which is a custom endgame content, which is very endgame. It's not easy to go there and farm stuff. The other way is Purgatory Instances, which is also very endgame, and you'll need a lot to be able to do them. So dual stones are worth quite a bit because they're attached to endgame content that is very difficult. So you need to be very geared already to be able to get these stones. And then for the class stones, you get these from Bio 5 enchantment boxes. So whenever you kill a Bio 5 monster, they have a chance to drop a class stone enchantment box. You open it, you get a random class stone. I think that's it for that. You can also get class enchantment stones from world boss boxes. But that's it. I don't know where the NPC for Fortessa Dungeon and Purgatory Instance traders are. That's something that maybe somebody can explain in the comments, because I haven't been to either of those areas. I don't even know where to look. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully the video helped. If it did, subscribe to the channel, share the video with friends, and we'll see you in the next video.